I fully expect them to wreck the shit out of us simply because they got numbers.
I think we should play guerrilla
It's
tactics.
7 on 8 because they have a Stewart. So
Yeah, I think we have reasonable odds.
if we don't win 7 on 8, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, and they get a couple tier 7s.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what do you want me in?
Let's go with is our usual strat for this map. So, Dirty, what we would usually like to do, I think we're Team 2 means we're south. We're going to push 9-0 up to about mid-map as you, the RU, and the T-37. I'm going to get you guys to run up the mid-road to halfway point and then come back. I want you staggered so that if whoever's first is about 3-4 seconds, so if they shove with a lot of light tanks, although it doesn't look like they have them.
Can I bring a clicker?
It's what we do in a match. In case somebody shoves a lot of light tanks down the middle, we send the first tank a little bit ahead as a tripwire. Otherwise, both guys get nuked. So we'll send you guys up there. If you see something, dump it. If you don't, come on back, and we'll engage and destroy them on the 9 line.
I'm very tempted to bring a clicker.
What do you want me in?
Lol.
Heldar, T-54, and I'll take you up the... although we could use another heavy. Yeah, take an IS, Heldar.
IS-3.
Yeah, take an IS-3. Mage, I'm going to get you to scout the 0 line. Just push up about to, I think it's the 4. Or not the 4, A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
But
I figured
D.
I'd bring something other than my IS for once. Oh, they're
Yeah,
getting more people.
Yeah, they're loading up more people.
These guys, the room's still open, that's why. It's not even,
Gab's not part of it, I don't think, unless he's in channel. No, he's not.
oh, crossover is.
Yep.
And the basic idea is around the DE line is where we want to engage them. We got a 32 and a 34 who can hold down. IS who can smack into them. We'll have hopefully a flanking force come in from the side. If they come in piecemeal. If they come in one hard push, we'll absorb them, roll back down to the hills, let them come into us with the hull downs, and then flank them around the back. I might possibly send the lights to fast cap under those circumstances. Although fast capping with 2 is
Here we go.
fast cap.
Love how we still have the percentage.
I know, right?
So you want me on the 0?
Yeah. So whichever one of you is closest, I'm still loading in here. Between Gaijin and Shake to the middle, it looks like... Oh, fuck, we're in the north. So yeah, Shake, you're going to go first. Gaijin, just give him a second and then run up behind him. The rest of us then, we are going to pile down to the hills around here. And Mage, I want you pushing, about to here. You don't need to
I'll go
much
make
past E.
my presence known.
I can go to that typical puppy bush right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will go use turret.
Because they don't have enough lights to really push that middle hard.
So, should I
But be
feel guilty for
aware,
low gold?
37, Shake, be ready to bail Shake if they push hard on you.
Should I feel guilty for low gold?
I already did. I'm a Pershing. I want to switch to
Drove
you.
too far.
Contact, mid.
Okay, back off.
Spotted.
Spotted.
They're down over here too.
Yeah, so they're spreading themselves out.
Alright, holding at this ridge. They may actually turtle a little bit.
Yeah, I have a feeling they might turtle. Mage, poke up.
Yeah, I'm going down around the corner here.
They're
They're
not
moving
turtling.
this way.
Everything but 3 tanks have been spotted. No, 2 tanks.
Okay. I want the heavies to move up. Get shots over that next ridge.
Their entire team have been spotted.
Nice, thank you.
Got an IS-6 getting a little closer.
Focus the FCM if you get shots on it.
They are not playing as a team.
No. Focus them down.
Oh, FCM's one-shotter.
Critical.
Got an IS-3 trying to come in behind us.
Okay, push back the IS-3, the 34, the RU, and the T-37.
RU's backing off.
That one didn't go through.
Try and get that 54 if you can.
RU's behind you, Shake.
Yep.
Got a low T-mod. We can get him.
My gun is
Jump on this
for me.
RU, Shake.
Permission to engage.
Got a bunch that are getting low.
Enemy armor is damaged.
They're starting to whittle me down. That IS-6 is hurting.
Enemy armor is hit.
Got a low IS-3.
Okay, Eldar, back off a little bit. We don't want you getting focused down.
I'm getting nailed. They're pushing me.
Track hit.
I'm 5 Stuart.
I need a little bit of help on the corner.
Okay, back. Back down and back off. I'll hold the corner.
Yep,
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
here he comes.
Shake, let's go up mid. Let's go snipe this 32 that's showing his flank to us.
Both shoot.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to wait for the second one. I'm out of position.
Yeah, I've got to get hull down here. The Tigers coming in hard.
They're dropping off, Fred. We need to push them.
Yep, coming back into support.
Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody on the backside here.
32's low. Careful, he's
Gonna
coming in
let
on
you
top of
take
you.
this. Whoa.
He's down. He's out of range.
Took him. Just watch the corner, Pred.
Pushing up. Do we know where their other heavy is?
They're all 3 puddle.
They're all right there.
IS-6 first. He's low. Coming in. Gonna share some health.
Thank you.
Guns are turning.
Enemy armor is
Damn.
damaged.
Taking the IS-6.
Gotcha.
Alright,
Yoink.
switching to the IS-3.
Target acquired. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Down.
That one didn't go through.
Got a really low IS-3.
Enemy armor
Tigers.
is destroyed. Target acquired. I don't see the target.
Alright, we'll pop back up and we'll, everybody feel free to share any thoughts that you have.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
Okay, you said go to the
User
right.
joined
What
your
does that
channel.
mean?
User
I'm looking
joined
at a
your
rock.
When we are
with-
driving into a rock, and I say go to the right, what
And
does
I
it
went to
mean?
the right.
Left
User
around the
joined
rock,
your channel.
right?
User
Just-
joined your channel.
That's just one left, one right. So one has anyway a free shot, and then it's to stop at the rock, not to run behind it.
So, I'll give, I think the overall commentary is you guys were way too passive. You had numbers, and you could have just jammed into us at any time, but you sat and you peek and poked with people who are higher skill, and that's not a good way to win.
Now, eventually, you guys started punching through the Pershing's turret, but it took too long.
How many
I
of
don't
you
know,
were
there
using
were
gold?
two heavies in the rear, out of any position, out of any chance to shoot whatever. It was what I guess an I-6 and the FCM. Hey, the FCM has a monster gun, load gold and shoot them. But you were standing in the rear behind everything, couldn't shoot anything, couldn't spot anything.
All right, Ginge.
Good.
How many of you guys in MIT had gold loaded?
I don't use gold. Yeah, I was not using it in training.
I don't waste gold on training.
I was shooting at the Pershing turret.
I don't think I need gold against the other tier 8s as well.
Depends what you're shooting.
So there's a difference there, right? One of the things that surprised me when I went onto Watt Labs, where the big guys hang out, is how many of them shoot a lot of gold. Now, you don't need a lot of gold necessarily, as somebody said, but it makes things easier. And in a competition like that, every edge that you get matters. And the other thing in a pub game that you may think, damn, it's expensive firing gold. It's not expensive if you're firing gold and you're hitting.
For training rooms.
It's expensive if you're, except for training rooms. It's expensive if you're firing gold and missing. It's also expensive if you're firing regular rounds and losing.
That's true. Well, mostly.
Well, that's me. Every shot I fired missed.
Yeah, I missed about 3 shots on the FCM.
What were you firing at?
At this point, I can't tell you, but whatever I was firing at, I was aimed at the turret, and it flew over. Every shot was over.
So, with the FCM, the base round is...
do you have?
The base round's 212 pen, so chances are it's got plenty of pen, and try auto shot instead of actual...
No. Don't use
if you're
auto.
only seeing a turret,
especially from range, don't use auto. Unless you're circling someone, there's no point in using auto aim.
Also, if the guy's held down and showing you only his turret, I don't think auto aim's the way to go.
And the reason I stayed back is because I was told this is sharing HP training, and that's what I was doing. I was sharing my HP.
And which one were you in?
I was the IS-6 near the FCM.
Yeah,
what equipment are you guys using in the first place?
First of all, I don't run 8s very often. Number 2, my crew is not 100%.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So every time I do this with 8s, this is what happens, and I get really, really pissed off about being the first guy eliminated and the designated target. So I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit aggravated right now.
Well, if you're in the FCM, I can say that you stayed and traded shots with a hull down T-32, me. And I missed, you talking about your gun missing, you should have been dead about 2 minutes earlier because I missed 3 shots that were fully aimed.
You can't use it as a brawler.
No, you should have been in the back. I don't mind you charging up and taking a look. As soon as you saw us, you should have backed the hell off and stayed hidden behind the IS-6. And that's what it looked like you were doing. And that's a good move.
And in the time frame it took me to back off, I was down to 63 hit points.
Yeah, but that's not the case because I hit you 2 or 3 times.
Somebody else hit me a bunch of times too, and I could never return fire.
Yeah, I had an angle on you.
I was trying to protect him from 2 friends.
Baron, you have to keep in mind, you're in a fast tank that's lightly armored. And in competition, the first easy target that's lit gets focused by everyone, period. Doesn't matter who the hell you are, you will get focused because you're easy to hit and the first one do be lit. So,
and that's my role in life because no matter what tank I have,
no, Baron,
I'm the first one hit.
Baron, you drove out too far. You said you got nuked by 3 tanks. You didn't. I just looked over my log. I hit your tracks once. I hit you for damage 3 times. And at least 2 of those were right off the beginning.
I got hit by Wild Mage and I got hit by somebody else.
So that means I had enough time to shoot you, reload, and shoot you again.
How many times?
So my suggestion is you're being too aggressive. When you drive out and you stay out, as soon as you got shot, you had to back off. You gave me enough time to shoot you 3 times, essentially. And one of those was, I think, a track.
Fred, how far am I supposed to back up? Because I backed up and I couldn't back up and get out of anybody's shots fast enough.
User joined your channel.
Then you have to drive up to cover or don't drive out in the open like that.
Well, from my perspective, it looked like you backed up straight up the valley instead of trying to dump over a hill on the other side behind the rocks. Now, I may have been, because I almost had a shot on you too from the center line, so it looked like you backed off, but you were still within draw range, and it didn't look like you had gone over some of the depressions back towards the base and the flag. If you had gone over those depressions back towards the flag and the rocks on that side, we would have had to come all the way up and over the hill exposing ourselves in order to even have a chance at shooting at you.
I'd like to ask something. I started trying protecting him. Was I effective at all?
User joined your channel.
Yeah, I had 2 or 3 times that I was looking at his turret, and then the IS-6 drove in front of me. So that was really well done. What you want to do in that case then is drive forward, cover him, and then say fall back, and then you both fall back under cover, because then I could just start taking shots at the IS-6. So you were both still sitting out in the open. If you're in the open and taking fire, I mean, it sounds straightforward. You got to just back off. And again, you saw how nicely the lights did it. It helps again that, you know, there's a skill difference. But our lights double teamed your guys. One-on-one, you set 2 lights, they double team the first guy, double team the second guy, and then they could come around and team again. So you really want to try and push in a coordinated way, where you get everybody go. And if you're saying left, go right, Ginge, the problem with being that specific is that it's difficult in a battle to micromanage everybody. I would just say dump on the T-32 down below. Dump on the Pershing. Everybody shove forward. And then just call targets as you go.
When in doubt, assign somebody a buddy.
Battle buddies work really well. We've done it before, and then they can work in pairs to try and support each other. The other thing that I noticed is I had 3 or 4 shots against sides on an IS-3 and a T-54 Mod 1 that passed my position.
That was us.
And not one person even turned their turret to try and shoot back at me. And I just sat there and I basically, on cooldown, had unrestricted, not even challenged to fire into your broadsides. If you're taking fire and you're still moving into another position, don't be afraid to turn your turret and fire back. If nothing else, it would have forced me to push down because I didn't want to trade the HP.
On that note, what if they were already shooting at a low HP tank?
Well, you always want to try and take a gun out of a fight if you have the opportunity. But
at that point, you're going to be gauging the odds of you hitting said low HP tank. If you're moving and there's a low HP tank 300 meters away and you're still shooting at him and you're trying to get to cover, but there's another guy that's 20 feet away, while you're trying to get that same cover, shoot the guy 20 feet away. You're probably not going to snapshot that 300 meter target.
And you know what else with low hit point tanks? I've done it a couple occasions myself. It's tricky to do, but the top clans do it really, really fucking well. Is they use it as bait. The first guy who gets hit will fall back and he looks juicy. You round the corner to get a shot on him, and 4 or 5 guys blap you. So
I've had that done.
Tunnel vision. You get tunnel vision on a target.
You know, that's why it's a challenging game, because there's so many variables. But you want to have that kind of math in your head. If I go over and kill this guy, am I going to lose all my hit points, or 1,000 of my hit points? At which point it's probably not worth it.
Another thing I saw that I blatantly put myself in a fairly isolated position. I pushed up to that same hill where the Tiger II was in the backside of. I was isolated. The IS-6 could have hit me, that Tiger II could have hit me, and yet the only thing that was shooting me was a T-32. Yeah, I got 4 rounds off, one of which was a bounce, so I still managed to pull 1,200 hit points out of the game when I was in a very weak position, a stupid position, a place I shouldn't be at. But I still managed to get damage in. And in a situation like that, I am a fairly weak individual because I don't have the proper support, because of where I was positioning. You want to get guys like that out of the game because they made a mistake.
Someone had asked what equipment the IS-6s were using.
Yep, Dirty did.
I got the gun rammer, I've got the Binox, and the Camelnet because I don't have credits for the good stuff. Plus, I'm saving up credits for the IS-3.
On that note, I've got an IS-3. This is Rookie, and I run, rammer, GLD, and a vertical stabilizer on the IS-3. Would you agree with that combination?
I always use vents over GLD after a vert stab. Unless it's the IS-7, because the IS-7's a piece of shit.
True statement. True statement.
Say that again?
I always run vents over GLD after a vertical stabilizer.
Yeah, V-stab, rammer, and then, the vents versus GLD is kind of a still unsettled argument.
Yeah. I also have a BIA crew, which is why I use vents.
So you get a cumulative 10% increase. Actually, it's what is it? After that, real math is like 7.8% or something.
And my IS-6 crew is working on their 3rd skill.
So, one last quick comment, then I think we'll run another one with a little bit different format. In terms of the equipment that you have, one thing that Heldar and I were talking about and somebody again in Watt Labs just posted a thread on this about not aiming. And you might be thinking, why the hell would you not aim? And they don't mean obviously not pointing your gun. It means sometimes you have to have a sense of when it's okay to let the shot fly versus waiting for it to fully aim. And that's something that just takes experience and time. But the really good players, if you put Dirty against me, he'd be better at it than I am, knowing exactly when you've got a good chance, 90 whatever % chance you have of shooting that shot now, so you don't have to wait that extra half second and expose yourself. So don't be afraid sometimes to let the shot fly. Try to preserve your hit points.
But that, I assume that kind of counts on a third skill gunner.
No, not really. No.
No, in any tank. I do it in any tank because one of the real secrets, and again, I'm a blue, so as Dirty, if you'll agree, but I think he would, that one of the real things that the pros are good at doing isn't necessarily shooting another tank. Almost anybody can drive out and shoot another tank. What the really good guys is shooting another tank without getting shot back.
Yeah, and that's what he's talking about, that where that falls into case. It's better to take a shot at 90% chance of hitting and not lose HP than to wait for that 100% and take 2 hits because of it.
Pred and I actually just had a conversation about this the other day because I've been tooting my own horn lately because for the last month I've been playing at a Super Unicum level, and I had no clue what the difference was. And I sat back and actually thought about it, and I realized that 9 times out of 10, I'm firing my gun when it's maybe halfway aimed in. And I'm dishing out damage when they can't shoot me back because I'm minimizing my exposure to them. And that is the key. I mean, I'm still missing a lot. I'm probably hitting, I wouldn't say a lot, about 70% of the time I hit. But it's about knowing when to let that shot go, and when you're in too much danger, you need to get the hell out, essentially.
At Helder, at what range are you letting fly early?
It depends on the tank. Like, I've been playing my Type 59 a lot because I've been grinding out a lot of credits, and I've been fighting it at medium to close ranges. I would say about 250 meters to 150 meters is about where I've been engaging most targets at.
Yeah, the trick is, with the way the dispersion works, as long as you've got your reticle over the other tank, you've got at least a 50% chance of actually hitting that sucker at a decent range.
Yeah.
Dirty, would you agree with the general philosophy of really conserving your hit points?
You just need to share your hit points with your team. Don't just sit there and take all the hits thinking because you need to get one last shot in.
Yeah. So let's do this time around. Let's split the teams up. So we'll have some MM and
this is
Rel
Shake BRB, 1 minute.
Mixed in with the other teams. So why don't we make a team with Dirty? He was doing some good calling, and a team with me, and we'll just split it up. And we'll try and call, and you'll get maybe a bit of a sense of what we're doing with teamwork.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll just make Team Pred. Baron, just randomly split people up between the 2 teams.
Now, Helder, I do have one question. You let me pull me pretty hard while you were, I assume you were focusing in on Baron and Maverick.
Are you in the IS-6?
No, 232. I was hitting your flanks.
Okay, yeah.
4 shots of the flanks. You just figure it's worth it, or
first of all, I was in a bad position. I pushed up a little too far without support. At that point, I had 3 available targets. I had a Tiger 2, the IS-6, and then you. You were popping up and out of cover. You were a moving target, and you're giving me the front side of your turret and the bottom, probably 20% of your hull. That's not very good. That's not good odds. Mm-hmm. The Tiger 2 was popping in and out of the cover from alongside the ridge. So again, I have to trade my accuracy by popping out along with him after he pops out to hit me. Or 3, the IS-6 that was sitting on top of the hill, broadside to me, not moving. So I put the 3 rounds of the IS-6 because he was an easier target to hit.
Well, it's obvious that you.
Do you guys have any more room for another player?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
What was that, PDX?
That's Sue Devil, if you got room.
Stand by. I'm busy at the moment. I'll get to you in a second.
Is the room still unlocked?
Helder, that you would have liked to have rolled forward out of my shots, but you obviously were being under pressure from in front.
Is it
Exactly.
too late
That
to
was my
join?
fault because no, it's not. That was my fault because I put myself in a bad position.
Yeah.
But instead, what I did was I maximized the position I was in. I didn't know how long it was to survive. I got lucky in the sense that I-6 didn't look at me, didn't shoot at me, and the Tiger 2 waited too long to start shooting at me. So I was still able to get 4 shots off before you finished me off.
Well, as the battle was turning south hopelessly, I just kind of rolled in. Now, who was saying, who's in the T-32 or T-34 back shooting? Who was that?
That was Hollering.
Okay. Before you get too involved, let's get the teams split.
Okay.
Anybody that's on Pred's team, maybe jump down in his channel, and then get Sue onto Pred's team as well.
I don't know.
Which team is
you
that?
guys moved me in game, so I know which channel.
Yes, you're on Pred's.
Gotcha.
DLM, why don't you, can you get your T-29 maybe?
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
DLM or Shake and Bake, do you have anything higher tier?
Oh yeah.
I only
What do you-
have 7s, but I'll switch to a 7 heavy.
The T-29 is a pretty formidable beast.
User left your channel.
Maybe enhanced. That's what they're doing with it.
I guess you
Because
want
we already
something
have
angry?
1390 who can be eyes, and they're out 1390 will outspot any of you two.
I mean, if you just want meat.
Because we need more HP.
You want me to switch to my IS-3?
Who said that?
Tahaka.
Are you in right now?
FCM.
FCM.
Yeah, I want to run with
preferably IS-3, yes.
Okay.
I can switch over to
Much more
1390 as well.
reliable than an FCM.
Baron, you and I can run some FCM together later if you want. I play my FCM all the time.
Sorry
out
about
there.
being a little
Sorry,
sarcastic here, but
User left your channel.
I've heard that before.
Okay. Well, after this, after the training room, if you got time, we'll go do some games in it.
This is wild. Did you want me in my 1390 or something else?
1390 is fine.
Okay.
We
I'm
need
not
to
very
be
good in
honest.
it, but
If you have something more
Okay.
comfortable to play, I can be at 1390.
I can play Pershing or IS-3.
Go into Pershing.
Okay.
Okay, I also have a Tiger 2 that I can play as opposed to my FCM. I suck at either one of them, but the FCM I've got a slightly better win record.
Wait, who was saying that?
This is Baron.
Take your Tiger 2. You got a more reliable gun.
Okay, stand by.
Oh boy, there's an IS-5 on their team. That'll be fun.
Hey, you guys already in?
Sorry?
Is there a way I get an invite?
Who's
SCA.
asking for the invite?
Gutman?
Stand by a minute, Gutman.
No problem.
Gutman, are you MM or MIT?
MIT.
All right, I'll just spam a clan wide.
Sure.
Question, Dirty and MM guys, are you shooting gold in this?
I am not.
Okay,
I do
'cause
with
didn't
Pershing
shoot
a
gold
bit.
last time.
But it's up to you guys. It's up to your own discretion because I was a light tank last match, so I didn't need to shoot gold.
Gutman invite was out. Did you get it?
Yes, I'm switching over. I was on the West server.
All right. Do I have to re-invite?
No, I should be good. I'm pretty sure.
He's in.
Yeah, there you are. There you are. Okay, since you're in our room, I guess I'll stick you on our side. Is Pred running the other side?
Yes.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, Pred's gonna poke me when he's ready. They're talking strategy, so I suggest we do the same.
Hold on a second.
This is gonna hurt.
And this is Baron. Who was offering to run the FCM 50 with me?
Tahaka.
Okay.
I've got some replays too posted on MM that I can link for you if you want to take a look at those as well.
See if you guys can hop in this. Is it working or is it funky?
It's coming up. It's loading all the advertising. Hold on.
I didn't get anything but the ads.
Yeah,
let me
just
try
got
it in Chrome.
plain gray.
Well, it looks like Map Tactics is going to poop then. I have all gray as well on my screen.
Yeah, there's a new app we've been using. What is it? Strat Sketch, but it's a program you have to install and everything.
That requires everyone to install crap.
Yeah, I got
Map Tactic up. Map Tactic. Oh, it finally popped up.
Yeah, it finally came up for me.
Yep, I'm in.
You guys know this middle ridge right here where I'm pointing? I have the icon for Pershing.
Yes.
You guys have turrets. Oh, T-29 is not a medium. Oh well, I'm not fixing it. I want you guys to be kind of playing that ridge, having your turrets poke out and try to shoot anything over top. And if there is nothing to contest you, then you guys can try to kind of where's the ping on here? How can I ping?
Pred just poked me. He's ready to go. You want me to tell him we're still working, or do we?
Yeah, give us like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
No, I'm kidding. Just a couple minutes. I just need to explain this really quick.
Okay.
I want you guys to kind of hang out here, but if there's nothing, just kind of work up and see if you can like shoot down, use your depression and shoot down whatever might be here. Because if I recall from the last match, you guys were kind of like shooting each other right there. And then
we were up in the bowl.
I want the heavies to don't ignore the one. Kind of like hang out here. Like a heavy brawlers hang out here and just shoot across. And then I'll just kind of try to light them as they come over here. If not, then yeah, we just fucking do it live.
We need to be prepared for Pred to change it up. He knows we know his last strat was to push the 9-0 line. He may try to do something different.
If we don't spot anything over here, we can expect them to be charging up here. If I recall last match, he wanted to send people, scouts up this way.
Yeah,
I think that's where you guys had a 54 mod 1 and our T-37 were kind of just dicking around right there.
Yeah, watch for that middle push. He's got enough lights and speed.
If they end up not going this way from the initial lights, heavies will probably be around here when the light tank tries to spot anything over here. You guys can just kind of shift back if we see them coming up this way. Because there's a ridge right here where you can shoot across if they come closer to cap. And then the tanks with the heavy turrets can like kind of hang out here with a depression and shoot across.
All right, sounds like a plan.
It's a half-ass strat, but yeah, I'm not a caller, so.
That's Map Tactics there.
Okay, we're good.
Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Oh great, the battle button's not working.
Oop.
Well, it says you left.
Yeah, he's back in the garage. He'll come in.
I'm just trying to reset it. Naturally, it's not going to work. Anybody know what to do when the battle button stays grayed out and it won't start?
Restart the whole entire. Everybody gets out.
Oh god, I hope not.
Everybody's going to kill me.
Can you pass leadership to somebody else?
Or can you edit the room?
To do, what do we need to modify?
just go in and then head back out. I might trip it.
No, nothing.
Can Baron leave the room and then somebody else automatically gets leadership?
Might dump the room, but we'll find out.
Or transfer leadership if that works.
I don't see a way to do that.
You click on someone's name, can't you?
Yeah, try right-clicking somebody and see if it'll let you. I don't know.
I did. No change.
I think we're screwed, guys.
Well,
User
then
left your channel.
I was gonna say he could try to just leave and see if it promotes somebody else.
Right. Well, I thought he left already and came back in.
No, he just, when you drop down to the garage to select another tank, it shows you it's leaving.
Oh.
You have to actually exit the room.
Gotcha. Little bugs in the game.
Everybody unready, then ready back up, maybe?
Shouldn't make a difference. It's anybody in the team windows that's got a tank selected will go in. Anybody not won't.
User joined your channel.
Trying a little something different. Be right back.
It's probably killing his client.
Damn, we actually got 19 players in this.
Ah, backing out did it.
Alright, like I said, I'm gonna do a light tank run, kind of hang out up here, and then drive back around. T-29 Pershing, you hang out around here. Heavy tanks, just come up around here. And then, of course, there's the little brawling bowl right there. Remember to have, most important concept to have is focusing fire on an enemy. Don't just blap at whatever you see. Tiger 2, hang out with the Pershing and T-29 as well. You're a little too buttery for brawling. Oh, there's a Super Pershing in here too. Oh, Super Pershing, hang out with the Pershing.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
There they are.
Alright, heavies, don't stop when you get down to the deflate before they get shots on us. Just keep rolling.
Na boo boo, you can't shoot me.
Alright. Do not poke yet.
54 lightweight in center. Careful, guys.
If that 54 comes up and you have a clean shot, take it. He's in the open.
Ah, I missed him.
Alright, that's fine. Don't chase him. Don't poke.
Tiger 2, keep an eye out on the minimap. We might have lights coming up behind you.
You already do. Spinning to engage.
We didn't even scratch them.
Remember, guys, focus your fire. Don't just start shooting random crap. Whatever you have shots on, hit T or call it out.
Got a T-32 that's possibly exposed.
Yeah, there's lights.
Barely.
Looks like they don't know what they're doing.
It's because they ran into resistance. So you would have called them back.
See, the downside with this map and our heavy
54 is down.
A nice shot.
Now, we could roll, but that we could also get dumped on. So we don't. We want to wait. We've only got one tank.
They didn't fully disengage. They're
you
circling
guys are out of
back.
the fight on top.
Spotted. There they go.
Don't waste your HP, just keep trading shots.
Yeah, they're
Don't take
circling
any
right behind.
unnecessary risks. Alright, Pershing assist to Tiger 2.
Shake, you got the top side.
Enough.
Tiger, keep backing up.
Focus that 54 lightweight down if you can.
Oh, they're rolling the top.
Heavies, push up.
Yep. You want us to come in behind them?
Just engage them and share your HP with the team. Don't let the Pershing take. Don't let the middle team get all the hits.
All right. I need one person to keep an eye on that lightweight.
That one didn't go through.
Alright, lights are down.
Alright, team that was fighting the lights, push up, use your armor, help out the team.
All right. They might. Got an I6 pushing.
Lower high ground.
Pushing in the ball.
They're in
upper
hold.
ground. Turn the bowl, then push over and use your suppression.
Get that 34.
34 is a one shot.
34 or Tiger 2. That works too. Just finish him out.
Penetrate their armor.
Ram them.
Ready to fire. I don't see the target.
Nice work, gents.
Nice call.
That was more fun than last time.
It's fun to win, isn't it?
Maybe for some of y'all.
Something that really helps is it's good to have somebody on your team that watches the back door. That's what I switched to as soon as I saw those lights. And I just made sure that we didn't get fully flanked.
Always keep an eye. Just keep a look on the mini map. Don't have your mini map like a millimeter of your screen.
I have mine maxed.
What's the plan, Pred?
Pred's in the other room.
All right. Let's ask Pred if he wants us to dump down or if they're going to jump up, and we can talk about it.
User left your channel.
You want us up or down?
I'll just yank him. Or I yank the wrong person.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
I can't. Never mind.
Let's just all go down.
No, they're having a team debrief. They're gonna come up in a second.
Oh, okay. Well, we might as well have one too.
Any giant flaw you saw when I wasn't able to keep an exact eye on the heavy since the lights were flanking.
Yeah, I didn't get in the good positions to get many shots, but yeah. I was in the
you're
right
a super
area.
person. You're not exactly the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you guys responded well to their push. We were able to isolate Pred early, and he wasn't really in a hold down position, and that's why he took so much damage. So we took advantage of that. We also pushed back that T-54 mod without exposing ourselves to return fire. So when we first got down around the lump, I thought that was pretty good.
Definitely a good response to the lights behind us, though. That would definitely helped a lot.
I think one critique of the heavies down there, though, I I think a lot of you guys don't really use the cover all that much. I mean, even if there isn't someone pointing it at you at that exact moment, like if you're reloading, you might as well duck back behind cover. Don't just sit there and wait for something to happen. You know.
User joined your channel.
It's not the person that you can see that'll shoot you. It's the person you don't see, like the TD in the back or an arty or something, because your nose is sticking out.
Yeah, if you're not lining up a shot to shoot, you should be behind cover.
Good point.
So I thought you guys had a really nice push. You pushed really aggressively, got in some decent early shots, and then you really commanded the engagement area. So whoever was coordinating the heavy push, that was well done. That was a nice aggressive push. And you might think, hey, that's a YOLO, but it wasn't. You guys got to the great terrain and you held it really well.
Yeah, Pred, I don't know. It looked like you weren't as hull down as maybe you thought you were. You still had a lot of your upper plate exposed and lower plate when you backed up.
I was too far. I knew if I backed up, my lower plate would be wrecked. I was trying to get some angle on my upper plate when I was rocking back and forth. I bounced a couple shots of it, but I was in a bad spot. I did not expect you to be there that fast.
Gotcha.
I've got a question. I was looking at Pred 2 and fired probably 5 shots at him. Why is it sometimes the reticle in a situation like that? I would have thought the center, the dot for my reticle, I use, I can't think of the name of it, just offhand the sight. It's a very common one. Anyways, it's a round circle with a dot in the middle.
Aslane?
No, and the wings on
Jimbos.
the side. Jimbos. And my dot is below the circle.
It sometimes happens. I don't know why it glitches out like that.
Yeah, because I kept shooting. I mean, I tried adjusting my shots, and I just kept hitting.
It does happen to me as well, and I just
use whatever I use whatever crosshairs on top.
I'm using that triangle shaped one. And
but whenever something looks like that happens, your best bet is center the big circle around whatever you're trying to shoot. Okay. And approximately in the middle is where your reticle is supposed to actually be.
Now, I didn't have enemy team names on, but I just looked at it now. The guy who's in the the IS-2, I think that was DTX Mike.
Yeah.
You drove out and you stayed out in the open. I had beautiful side shots.
I did, yeah.
If you're going to drive out, at least point your front at me. And whoever was the MM guy in the IS-3, rock your turret a little bit because you had that mohawk at the top that I was penning.
At 20 millimeters of armor on the top of your head?
The automatic overmatch?
Yeah. Other than that, you guys had really good positioning.
Pseudo needs to be put back in the team.
We do a different map?
Switch sides.
Mines?
Let's switch sides because we want to do it quick. I don't want to, no offense to MIT guys, but we'll one run more quick one. And fuck it, we'll just do it again. Just give us Sioux Devil and we'll do it again. Same thing, and I'll have something different for my team up my sleeve. Go ahead and run it, and we'll just go from there.
We all staying on the same channel?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Get out. Shoot.
We're gonna go up the 1-2. I mean,
User was moved out of your channel. User left 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 your channel.
Could we happen to get one more light? Anybody have a tier 8 light?
I can switch to my RU if you want.
That would be fine. If you guys could hop back into the map tactic.
Yeah, this is Weed Layer. I don't know what you guys are doing with that map tactic thing.
Strat.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get into it.
It's on the bottom of the TeamSpeak.
Chat, the platoon room chat, whatever, the channel chat.
It's the last one. Dirty posted it.
Give it about 30 seconds. And
Pred's probably gonna do a base camp along the ridge, or he'll shoot down the 1-2 with a scout in the middle.
Pred just poked me. He's good to go.
Something
we're
like that.
we're gonna change it up since he said that he has an idea. Are you in, Weed layer?
No, how do I get back in there? Shit. I'm back.
Did you see the chat message?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I posted.
Okay, you got 2 minutes.
All right. Okay. I want one light to hang out over here, and we'll have another light doing the same thing, kind of like this way. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do because there's not much of a strat you can do with this map. So
we didn't switch sides.
We are switching sides, aren't we?
Nope.
Oh well, reverse it then. Light tank over here, another light tank doing this whole thingamajigger. Let's just, for the sake of it, let's just do the same kind of strat. Heavies though, kind of hang out over here. Don't get spotted or shot. And if we see that they're pushing this way, then we can do the same strat of dumping back in. Or just hang out here. They might push into here, so then you guys will have shots across.
Yeah, it's a good defensive spot.
All right, good to go.
Cool.
All right, gonna launch.
Tahaka, whoever spawns on toward close to the 1-2 line.
Roger.
Wait, and if you see them, run, because they will dump on your ass.
Looks like I'm 1-2.
All right, I'll go down the 8-9 line. You go down the 1-2. Be passive. Don't be driving around and whatnot.
So don't go up to E4 and then back over.
Kind of like hang out on top of the hill over there.
I got you.
Or the bush there. And we both should equally have sights into the middle. Heavy tank, there's this little hill right here. Don't fire or you will get spotted. But let the Pershing and the T-29 kind of sit there and try to take shots. And then if we see most of their bulk of a team going down there, then we'll just push in.
So far, looks like
that's only part of the team.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's pushing as far.
That's only part of their team too.
Yeah. I have a feeling he's going to do that ridge camp.
Yeah, he's going to put his T-32 behind the railroad tracks so he can get hull down. Spotted. Did not spot.
They might be doing a 1-2 line push then. That's their diversion force.
I just got a shot from D1.
Oh, let him split his force. It's easier to crush him.
All right, I'm
Especially when
going
they're
to
down
swing
a
back
tank.
around this other mound and try and get a spot from a different position.
Have patience, guys. We need more. We need more info.
Good thing is those two heavies are slow.
Shot came from the D23 area, so be careful.
Spotted. They're probably but a 54 mod 1 all the way out here is weird.
He told you he was switching it up.
He's probably going to try to screw with us.
Probably push up to the sniper hill.
Since they don't have artillery, Pershing and T-29 try to... Oh, hello. Yep, they're doing a turtle.
Oh, let's use vision and pick them off.
Alright, hold on, let me assess. I wish we had a little more spots.
I'm just going to move up a hill, see if I can get a little bit better vision.
Alright, Pershing, Tiger, and T-29 follow the Pershing. Blah, 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 blah. That heavy hull-down group just push up. Alright, I have an idea. Heavy tank crew, don't get spotted. Back all the way out, and we're going to head up middle road. Because YOLO swag. You're two, you're part of the T-29 group.
He may have recalled his
Spotted.
54.
Finally let me.
Hit the help key if you're spotted.
Which one's that again? I never use it.
F7. Your guys are up there. Okay. Heavy tank crew, stay below the ridge line so you don't get split.
That's Pred.
Lit.
They're trying to take pot shots at me.
Mod
If you
54
guys
is in
can
the
hit
back
that
corner.
1390, try to take out their eyes.
Heavies need to group up a little bit here.
Don't try to get spotted by that 54 lightweight.
Alright, Pred's
If
getting
the
cute.
hold down group could find another look like they're pushing. Heavies respond to that light tank push. Wait for them to get a little closer and then surprise blast them.
Yeah, they're gonna jump on me real quick.
Draw them back towards us.
Taka, can you get out of there?
It's a light.
Take the inside route. Don't go outside or you'll get shot.
Hey, Dim, get out of there. You're getting side shot.
Permission to engage. Penetration. Ready to fire.
Yep, take out their lights and they'll go blind. You guys can work the...
Target acquired. Target released. Permission
Pred's
to
moving
engage.
to the northeast.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
He's heading that way.
Alright, medium, heavy group, just wait till you're unlit and then go back to the center. Act like you're going the 1-2 line, but then turn around.
Sorry,
There they
kinda
are.
already started turning.
Alright, heavy tanks, just drive, regroup, hold down crew, try to back off.
Backing out.
We gotta get out.
Shit, it might be a little too late. They've seen the bulk of our force.
We're okay.
Heavy tanks, can you hit that 34?
We're behind the other hill now.
Baron, no shot.
Heavy tanks, go about here. Use that ridge.
Rookie, you've got a shot on the T-34 if you want to take it.
Sorry, hold down group, I didn't keep my eyes on the map. This is why I'm not
Trying to push me, just I'll bait them over the hill for you.
Yeah, Rookie, don't be afraid to take those kind of shots.
Okay.
Watch that 1390. Oh, they're YOLOing into me. Pred's going.
Target unlocked.
He wants me dead.
Conserve your HP, guys. Don't take any unnecessary risks, but just focus fire like the last match.
Mike, don't go out. You're the weak one.
Guys, stop. Don't go ahead of weed layer. Go back.
One of our
Sorry,
tracks
guys.
is damaged.
Lose these ridges.
Got a low T-34. Focus the low T-34.
Damaged.
Nice job. Alright, you got an IS-5 that's going to try and get angled shots on you. Pred likes to turn guns, so we need 1 or 2 guys to watch him. Don't expose yourself. Just keep him honest.
They're all pretty grouped. Nuke Pred.
Shoot the
He's
machine gun
right
blister.
in there.
Alright, you got an IS-5 that's going to pop, and he's going to try and shoot at you.
Tiger 2 and the IS-6 flank the T-32. But wait for the Tiger 2 to catch up to you, lead layer.
Rookie, try and snap the lower plate if you can.
Yeah.
IS-5's poking.
That one didn't go through.
Damn it, now they have a Tiger 2 defending. S2, join
You
the
guys-
join
okay.
lead layer and the Tiger 2 and go up the left side of that ridge to your that
Okay.
little bump to your hill.
You guys
Roger
gotta
that.
stop rocking and just dump on those 2 that are close, because the rest are out of position.
T-32 is pushing up. Continue with the plan, lead layer.
Enemy armor is hit.
Focus down the 32. Keep going, go, don't stop.
There you go, nice shot. Go out, Rookie, go. Go. Forward.
Track hit. We didn't even scratch
Try and take Pred out.
Target released.
Nice. Get the Tiger 2.
Get going.
Nope. Keep moving forward, Ricky. Always move forward. Gotta move forward.
Tiger 2.
IS-3, try to hit that IS-6 if you can. Tiger 2's out of your... $65 HP. Alright, now everyone focus down this IS-6. Ignore the IS-5. Just take him out.
Turn your nose. Rookie, turn your nose. That's okay.
If you don't have shots, shoot the turret roof of the IS-6. Now just dump into the IS-5.
Don't go at them one at a time.
Bunch up, guys. Group up so you guys aren't isolated one-on-one. Oh, this is going to be interesting because he still has full health.
Yep.
Shoot the lower plate, guys. He has a very good pike nose.
Just don't try to get around him. Just drive right at him. Because you guys are keeping your guns out.
Be aware, Relayer, both of our tanks are pretty slow with a dead engine and a dead driver.
Good hit.
Drive straight at him.
Jump over that hill.
Get behind him. Go
Shoot
around.
aside, don't shoot
Forward.
Ram him. Well, guess you don't want to.
Shoot that rear armor.
Nice shot, IS-2.
Tiger 2, if you have shots. IS-3, drive next to IS-2, drive next to him so he can turn around so the Tiger 2 has side shots.
Alright, Tiger 2 on the next one. There you go.
Good job.
Good job, guys. Thanks for the team training. That was pretty good.
Much easier to see the map when I'm dead.
The biggest thing, yeah, I was watching when I was dead too, is you guys stayed in that bowl too long and let them work those angles. I was slowly watching the HP drop. You guys should have just dropped on Pred. He was right there. You could have swarmed him, and they wouldn't have been able to get the back two guns in.
Rookie, you notice?
Yeah, that comes...
Go ahead, Goop.
No, I was just gonna say that just comes to the experience of knowing when you can dump on a person, knowing where the other tanks are.
So in team play, which is different than pub, when team play, when your caller calls the dump or the to push, you have to push. You can't rock back and forth. You can't pause. You just have to push.
Just remember, basically, if you're gonna dump, I normally just hit my auto aim and just drive forward, because that's even if I aim, RNG's gonna say no. Just kind of make them panic because you have a wall of steel driving towards them. And then
if they don't back up fast enough, get behind them. Force them to spin them around like that.
The other thing you can do is if there's two of them, like that IS-5 was back, keep their tank between you and the IS-5, and the IS-5 can't shoot you.
So I thought that was a good battle. We had one of our guys bounce off the titanium armor on the IS-2 3 times.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Fred, I will find you.
I used all my gold on you.
But we also had someone disconnect and restart his router, log back in, and then lag out again.
QQ.
I thought it was a good match. My team pushed well and we needed to. Then you guys recovered nicely. You also had that great counter push against our lights.
We were planning on pushing our guys up the middle, and then all of a sudden you guys just appeared in our helldown group. So that would have been catastrophic if I told them to move forward.
That was me losing internet connection and driving straight up a cliff. That's what you guys saw.
So that was a battle style? No.
Pretty much, yeah.
But it does show, how plans change, right? And how you have to be on the fly. And ultimately, when teams did well on either side, it's because they were pushing and working as a team.
We did have a very good caller over here, and he made adjustments, and our team came out pretty well.
Well, we also got a little bit lucky. The lights got me and ran into almost the main heavy force, and they were isolated.
Yes.
The other heavies were too far behind, couldn't do anything, and then when Pred realized that, he started pushing on Wild Mage. So you guys were able to counter by taking Wild Mage out because our heavies were out, but we eliminated your entire light force. So
how that actually happened was I disconnected because I was calling the light tank group. I disconnected, logged back in, expecting to see the battle halfway over already. Noticed that no one had died yet, and when I logged in, I saw you lit. So I was thinking, you know what, they're doing pretty much the same thing that they did last time. So I called the lights to dump on you when we ran into the other RE251, like whatever, we'll just focus the low health one. Well, when I went wide and spotted your entire heavy tank push, I was like, hey, guys, they have everything down here. You might want to start pushing.
Yeah, again, you know, we're not expecting perfect team battles here, right? Not just because we're all from different clans, we haven't practiced. But it's mainly to give you guys from MIT a taste of some of the things that you want to work on in battles. Being flexible, but especially, the other thing is being decisive. And that's the hardest thing I find being the caller, and I'm the main caller for MM, is when you see something that you don't expect, you have seconds to act. If you hem and haw, you're in trouble. So it took me about 2 seconds to realize, crap, that's all their tanks. That means these guys up here are isolated. Heldar's dead. The lights are dead. They're done. So we just have to push through and hopefully give you guys a good fight at the end, which we did.
Yeah, that's a problem MIT has, is hemming and hawing when the plans get screwed up.
Yeah.
You guys reacted fast enough because my initial call was right after we killed Tahaka. I called for the lights to back the fuck out. I was like, we need GTFO. And you guys reacted fast enough to the point where we couldn't get out in time.
And I was trying to keep up enough fire on the north group just to hopefully have you guys think there was still enough fire there that you couldn't just charge the field.
Right, that's the same thing I was thinking when we were
Well,
trying to fire up there.
And here's the other thing, guys. Right or wrong, as a caller, right or wrong, a decision is made, you go with it. And if it works out, great, you've won the match or you've put up a good fight. If it fails, that's okay too. You can't be frustrated about that failure because you have no idea what, like just like Heldar, he had no idea that the heavies were there until he had already committed his lightweights into the heavies and he just couldn't get out in time. So they got wiped out, that just happens. As a caller, you're gonna run into that all the time. And as a player, just trust your caller's decision, give him as much information as he can to make decisions, and then if he tells you to do something, just go do it.
And we're going to mess up. Callers are going to mess up. I did like 3 times now already. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean, you're in control of all the tanks, you know?
It's not about doing the right thing. It's giving the caller a chance to work his magic on the field. So,
because all it takes is one arty round to knock somebody out, or we've had pushes where we've had the lead tank get ammo racked and gone from full health to 0 instantly.
I was actually just talking about that, Tahaka. Well, I literally saw matches that were won simply because the first round fired happened to ammo rack a 1390 that was a snapshot. It shouldn't have happened, but it does.
So, Dirty, anything you want to add, and then we'll open it up to any questions from MIT guys.
Basically, the most important thing I think that a lot of new players or just inexperienced players don't realize is look at your damn map.
Yeah.
I don't know how to emphasize that enough, but if you see an opportunity where a tank is isolated, you can go and flank him if you're in a pub match. Or normally on a actually organized map, we will have your caller telling you, hey, look at this, whatnot. But if you're in a pub match and you see that there's an IS, let's say there's 3 tier 10s rolling on an IS-8, on IS-3 going towards your cap, obviously turn around if you are let's say you breeze through your flank, so you can help defend base. It's always easier to defend than to push an enemy base.
And you'll most likely win on a defense than you will on an offense.
Yeah, Dirty's absolutely right. I was playing with platooning with some guys from G a couple weeks ago who were nice enough just to let me run with them, and I outplayed them in terms of win 8, which happens by chance. And I said, what advice do you have for me to improve? Because honestly, it's one of those games where I had a lot of guys drive into my gun, so I'm not pretending I was great, but the enemy was being stupid. And they said, well, you missed a couple of low health tanks that were one shot, and I was like, what? And they're right. because I was zooming in, I did not have my eye on the mini-map, and instead of taking another shot at that IS-7 who had 1,000 hit points, there was a one shot right beside me. And that's what makes the better players so good. Besides these little skills that are valuable, but the really good players are just so aware of that map.
Actually, I want you guys all to check something out. That actually, I have a replay I just posted on our website just yesterday or today. It ended up working out for me, but 9 times out of 10 doesn't work out. I got a replay. I'm gonna get you a link.
Also, to keep in mind, in organized play, it's best to take out guns, even if there's like, I don't know, let's say there was a 300 health FC tank versus like 1,000 health. Normally, people want to go like, oh, let's take out the big health guy because, well, it'll be easier to fight him later on. So it's easier to take out that extra gun that's going to be shooting at you with that, like, say, like 200 health tank. And that also can work in pub matches as well. Let's say you're being overwhelmed, but like a lot of people want to do damage to higher health enemies because, hey, I want a higher 1/8. But depending on the situation, if you see your teammate or yourself is getting swarmed, try to knock out as many of the low health guys first before you take on the big health guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. That link I just put you there, that's all my replays. On the last page, about 3rd or 4th last post, I have one that post that says meat shield and then cap reset. Cap reset's the one I'm talking about. You'll see about halfway through the match, we won a flank, and I started pushing up, and I literally drove right past a one-shotable KV-5 to shoot an IS-6 in the butt, and the KV-5 ended up putting a round in my ass because I had my blinders on and missed him. And that could have very easily have thrown the match right there.
Yeah, it all goes up back to don't drive around with your sniper view.
User left your channel.
Yep.
Yeah, only put your sniper view on when you're ready to shoot something.
Well, it's not just your sniper view. I mean, you're tunnel visioning, right? You're focused on the one guy in front of you. And it's hard for somebody who's an orange and trying to master side scraping, and you're focused on that one fight. Absolutely focus on winning that one-on-one, if that's where you are. But the path upwards leads to being able to do that automatically enough that you are constantly scanning your environment and your mini-map. You know, watch one of Zevin's videos. The guy's always knows what's going on everywhere.
Yeah, his are great.
That guy, I honestly have no clue how he keeps track of all the crap that's going on, because he'd be on one flank, keeping an eye on his side of the flank, and then tell you exactly what's happening on the other side of the flank, on the other side of the map, just by taking a quick 3.5 second glance at the mini-map.
He is unshakable. Like, you'll hear him say, oh wow, half the team just drove into the lake. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to go ahead and flex on over here. I mean, nothing bothers him. It's cool to watch.
I've seen him rage. If you watch him long enough, it's really funny.
He'll see half the team like driving into the river and be like, "Oh, that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna go over here and do my thing," and then still manage to pull off a win somehow.
But he's by far the best for learning. I think there's lots of good ones, but he's incredible for his YouTube videos.
One of the good things about him is that while he's playing, he's explaining everything he's doing and why.
Yep, he is so good.
Togram is another good one, which I believe is also another Relic 3 player. He just recently joined Relic 3. I've learned a lot from watching his YouTube channel. Massive amounts. Togram. Taugrim.
Yeah, I actually know Togram from other games, and every game he's in, he's fantastic as well. He's just not quite as strong as Zevin as a player, but he's really, really good as a caster or like a YouTube guy.
Yeah, he's good at explaining why he's doing it. Just
exactly.
Not as good as Zevin, but I find Zevin to be boring, which is why I don't tend to watch him. Togram is not as boring, so I have no problem watching him so much.
Well, the other thing with Togram is he'll also explain what he's doing wrong at the time. He'll go back, and so you're not just hearing what he's doing right all the time. He's also telling you what he's doing wrong, and that's even more important when learning.
Yep. I've seen him do a lot of other MMO stuff, and he's so good at doing exactly that. He'll go over a fight and really truly analyze it objectively, which is impossible for me. I don't know how he even does it.
I have no clue because I would go back and watch my replays and alongside with someone else, and they'll say you did this wrong, and I'll sit there and argue tooth and nail to how that wasn't wrong, you know.
Okay, so does anybody from MIT, anybody have any questions about the fights, about, you know, the general stuff that we're talking about?
Well, I would pick up a thread Maverick was talking about earlier. We would love to do team battles with you guys, I think. I mean, it is nice running with you. It's very educational. And if anyone's up for it either tonight or later after this or any time, I think that can be very useful. Gives us a chance to do stronghold clan war type stuff with members of our other clans in the consortium.
In the chat, I also linked Marine, who was an ex-MM that also teaches. Not as good as everybody else, but it's still informative to see how blue-purple player plays.
Yeah, actually, Marine was the first one I started watching before I watched any of them, pretty much. He taught me a lot as well.
He slowed down with his baby now.
I'm watching that replay.
He carries he sometimes plays with his baby on his chest.
Oh, yeah.
who said that? Are you watching my replay? Whoever said that?
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
I'm going to boogie. If nobody else has any questions, I want to do a little bit of grinding, and then I'm going to call it a night.
Thanks a lot, Fred.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks
for the training, man. Awesome.
It's good to see everybody coming in.
Or are you going
Good for
already?
Gaijin. Thank Gaijin as somebody outside the clan who's doing a really great job. We appreciate it, Gaijin.
Thanks, Dirty.
Thank you, Gaijin.
That was awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.
There are folks around still, Jill. I'm going to ask.
User left your channel. User disconnected from
So
your
anyone up
channel.
for a team battle?
User
I'll start one in a few minutes.
Looks like they're all gone.
And Maverick, if you have any questions about what I did or what I didn't do, just you know, don't hesitate to ask. I'll explain everything I did, why, best I could.
Yeah. If